Here we go. So welcome to Ultimate Budget Squad 4. This is something I do every season where I basically just take a look at the best budget cards in the game and then take them online to test out if they can compete against better teams. Last season, the budget squad was sort of an 86 overall, so maybe we're getting better matchups. This is now 90 overall. This is what I believe are sort of the best 5 amethysts in each position and the best 5 rubies in each position. And, you know, if you guys think anything different, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. If there's any cards I've missed that are obvious, or any of these cards that you think might be overrated. As always, please like and subscribe, guys. Like, we are very, very close to 500 subs now. Every sub will get us that little bit closer, and I'm looking forward to doing that 200k VC giveaway when we get there. But back to today's video. This is the squad I'm running with. Now, what I'm not going to do is bore you with every badge and animation these players have. You know, I'm an average player. It's not really that significant to me. There's specific things about the cards that, you know, make them good. And I think all of these cards are really good sort of viable alternatives to some of the sort of higher tier, significantly more expensive cards. Drew Holiday, he's just a great defensive card, and he can play offense as well. He's got a decent 3-ball. He's got good speed. It's his defense that really puts him above the above the others. You know, he's got clamps and, you know, all the sort of defensive badges that you would need. I think most people would recognise how good this card is. I think he's still probably the best amethyst point guard in the game. Aaron Afflalo, like, he's got gold range. He's got clamps. You know, he's got decent speed. He's got a good driving dunk. Great badges as well. You know, he's kind of a sleeping giant. Maybe not many people talking about him right now, but if you actually have a look at the card, he is fantastic. Michael Porter Jr., I could have run him at power forward, but I wanted to keep Kemp there, and I think he's probably a bit better at small forward. You know, he's got great height, great defense again. I think he's got gold range as well. Just a really good, well-rounded card. Actually, if you look at his splits, 97, 94, he is a pink diamond. You know, if you look at Afflalo, it's a similar situation. He's a diamond, and Drew is sitting at a diamond as well, I think. Pink diamond, actually, if you split that. So all of these cards are, you know, just punching way, way above their weight in terms of being amethyst. Sean Kemp I've kept in here because I think he can protect the post a little bit. He's got great speed for a power forward. He's got a 3-ball that I'm really comfortable with as well. I don't know, I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is probably the argument to Sean Kemp, but I just prefer him at small forward. So Kemp's still a great option at 4. You can run him at the 5 as well. Ibaka is still, like, these two cards have had great longevity. Both of them were in the last budget squad video, which was, you know, about a month ago, and they're really holding their own in these positions. Serge is a power forward naturally in the game, but he just plays better at a centre. He's got Hoff rim protector and, you know, can play in the post, he can score. He's got a decent 3-ball. I think it's like an 85. So he's a great card as well. So that's the starting 5. You know, this doesn't cost a huge amount. You're probably looking at about 20k, maybe 30 at most, to pick up all of these cards, and they're only going to go down in price. All cards that could rival, you know, at least some of the diamonds, maybe some of the pink diamonds. But I feel like we're going to run into pink diamonds, so we will find out. Off the bench, I've gone with Jarrett Jack. He's got 45 gold badges. He is an Evo. He gets 4 Hall of Fame badges when he's Evo'd, and the Evo's really easy. Again, he's just got every badge. 45 gold badges. It's basically every badge in the game. It's kind of pointless talking about anything else. He's got a decent 3-ball. He's got really good speed. Just really good all-round point guard. Markel Fultz is another one that everyone kind of knows about. He's got the Curry base. You know, if you want to Curry slide every 3 seconds, I don't play like that. But if you do, Markel is a great option. Again, great 3-ball, really good speed, just fantastic ball handling, everything that you would need. He's got gold clamps as well. Lou Dort is an interesting one. He's basically a defensive cone. If you look at his defense, it's 99 overall. He's got all the badges and stats that you'd expect from a card that's a 99 defense. But he's got a good 3-ball as well. He is a cone. You can just sit him in the corner and just put him on the opposition's best attacker. And Jonathan Isaac is a similar card. He's another one that's carried over. I mean, 6'11", he can knock down the 3, but he's just a defensive god in this game. It's just ridiculous that he's a ruby. I mean, if he was an amethyst or a diamond, I think his price would be through the roof. And that can be said for all of these cards, which I'll touch on in a sec. And the reason I've gone with Ersan Ilyasova at centre is he's basically just got a good 3-ball for a centre. His rebounding is really, really good as well. I'll just show you really quickly because he's a card that not many people have spoken about. His rebounding is good, 96, 94, and you can see here from the 3-point shot, it's a 93, so that's great. It's kind of very different to Serge, and Serge is very dominant in the post. Ilyasova can stretch the floor a little bit. So I think all of these cards are like basically in the wrong tier. They could all be in sort of diamond, amethyst for sure off the bench. These guys could be in diamond, pink diamond. And I think they could all go for a lot more than they are going for. And the question is, can they compete with the meta that we have now? Because 90 overall, I mean, it's guaranteed to run into diamonds, guaranteed probably to run into pink diamonds, but you could be running into Galaxy Opal T-Max and things like that as well. So it'll be interesting to see if this squad can compete. Now, I will say, I don't know if you saw my video yesterday, I'm really not enjoying playing 2K at the moment. Every game I'm playing, I'm going to predict it now. Before we start this game, I'm going to predict it. The script is, I'm going to get hoed for like 3.5 quarters, and then I'm going to come back and win it. Before we even load into this game, I'm going to tell you that's what's going to happen, because I've played 40 games of Unlimited this season, and 35 of them have gone that exact way. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen, because you know, these cards need to compete with whoever I'm going to load in against. We might have a good matchup, you know, for all I know. But they need to be able to compete. I just want to make sure we get in a gameplay that's not just an entire algo game, which doesn't do these cards justice. I'm also obviously not great at the game. I'm not familiar with their releases, so there's every chance we could lose this game as well. But let's see what kind of matchup we get. Okay, so this is going to be a really good test of the budget squad. He's got Pink Diamond Magic Johnson. He's got Diamond J.R. Smith, which is basically the Pink Diamond J.R. Smith. You know, it was $1 million MT lock-in, but, you know, they're selling him for 30k now, whatever. But he's a great card. You know, he's basically a Galaxy Opal. Well, who else has he got? He's got a Pink Diamond Michael Jordan as well. He's moving the ball around, so he's going to be 3-hunting. This is going to be a really good test for this squad. This is a tough game for them. Let's see if they can pull it through.
I'm trying to fight it, getting these voices inside to stay quiet. Gone to the place where all this began, just start again. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. They said, be meek. Look beneath the bed before you go to sleep. Keep on, I shine. You'll surely get burned if you reach out and touch. My mind is a battle, I'm trying to hide it. Getting these voices inside to stay quiet. On to the place where all this began. Just start again. I'll see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down. Oh, you won't see the light until the dawn breaks. No, till it's all said and done, you won't know what it takes. Gotta make a wrong turn and turn around. Gotta fall fast to pick yourself up off the ground. Until you get lost, you'll never be found, and you can't start again until you break down. Break down. Until you break down.
Well, we're at the end of the game. Didn't I call it? Didn't I say exactly how this game was going to go? I mean, this isn't that predictable. I'm going to do a video soon, guys, on how bad this game is. I'm going to do it as we finish this off. We got the win, which is great. I am happy with the way the team played, but my opponent basically ran to the rim. He basically just kept going baseline with Jordan, and every time he went up, he either got bailed, the shot went in, or he got the rebound and he kicked out. We didn't play amazingly well. He was really good at the game. Like, I don't want to undersell my opponent. Defensively, he was amazing. Offensively, he had nothing going on. Every three he hit was a full white, by the way. It was just a very weird game, and every game is just going the same way. It's so hard to kind of test these cards when this is how it's going. But you can see Drew had a really good game. Fultz had a really good game. You know, they kind of unanimously probably the two best budget point guards in the game. Porter Jr. played well. Fultz shot well from three as well. He shot 3 for 4. I was familiar with his release maybe a lot more than the others, which is why we shot a little bit more with him when he was open. Jack played well. Basically, everyone did their job fairly well. You can see Ibaka got a block there. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's kind of worth pointing out. A couple of steals there from Fultz as well. They just played well. They definitely held their own. We did run into pink diamonds. You know, he had Magic Johnson. He had Michael Jordan. He had that J.R. Smith, which is basically a clone of the pink diamond 1 million MT lock-in reward J.R. Smith. So he definitely had the players that should have beat this team. And I'm really happy that they held their own. So hopefully this helps you sort of fill a few gaps in your team if you're struggling with MT or anything like that. But yeah, until we do the next budget video, let's see if any of these cards kind of hold their spot. It'll be really interesting to see that because a few of them did this time. Guys, as always, check out the podcast that dropped on Sunday. We've got a big one coming next Sunday. Please like and subscribe and help us on the way to 500 subs. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys.